Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Leo. Today I'll be showing you where we're at in the build on the blaster. I'll be showing you all the parts we've gotten in the mail so far, and after that we'll get into the engine. We're going to be replacing a few things on it, gasket, seals, shifter shaft, and nuts and bolts, and adding a few things to the engine too. Hopefully we'll get that all put together in today's video. And that will be the extent of the video today. So here we have the frame with the new HPM Power Sports gusset kit all welded in. We got that all done last weekend. Here we have all of our new parts that we've received in the mail so far. We have from HPM Power Sports a blaster kit with a case saver, 400 EX shock conversion, and some plugs. We have a complete stainless steel bolt kit from Alloy Bolts. I actually went ahead and put all the torque specs for the bolts on the bags for making it easier once we start putting it together. We have a billet oil pump cover from HPM Power Sports, a new shift shaft from Yamaha, a new wiring harness from Vito's. We got some wire loom to go over some of the wires off of eBay. A new Meyer black plastic tank cover, Diamond J Customs extended shock mount conversion, and then from Tusk we have a complete engine gasket kit and an engine seal kit. Then in between the seals and gaskets is our flywheel puller tool. So this first part of the video here, I'm just taking apart the clutch, taking that off of the motor. We actually have to remove this to get to the shifter shaft, which we're going to replace first right off the bat. I just thought for sake of time, this probably wasn't necessary to watch. Pretty simple to remove it. It's just a few bolts holding the springs on and a one bolt holding the clutch basket on there. So pretty easy to take apart. After taking the clutch off, we actually discovered that the clutch is shot, so we have a new clutch coming in the mail right now. Previous owner said they replaced it, but they must not have. Alright guys, as you can see, we're back out in the garage now. I tried to get everything kind of prepped for this video. Last week we painted the cylinder and the head with some high temp BHT flame proof header paint. I cleaned up all the parts that we're going to reuse, kind of got everything together that's new, and we're going to get this thing all put together. We'll get going on it here right now. So first thing I'm going to do from here, I'm going to try and replace all the seals and gaskets on this. Also the shifter shaft was bent, so I ordered a new one. We're going to replace that as well. So we'll start out with the shifter shaft. For the shifter shaft, you just you'll need a 10mm socket to pull off your actual shifter lever. See if we can pop this out with the screwdriver. There we go. There's your old seal. That came out pretty easy. Now we'll try and clean up that seal here as best as we can before we put the new one back in. Looks like we're dripping a little oil out of the motor. So here's our new seal kit from Tusk. Comes with all the seals you need for the motor. Kind of a nice kit here. So I think the one we need is right there. Alright, that seal will push in. It's actually going in just by hand here, so I don't really need to press that in too much more than that. Just like that, we got one of our seals done. All right. Now with that seal replaced, we can install the new shifter shaft. It's a Yamaha OEM part. Ordered this off of eBay. Make sure everything's there. Looks like we got to take this spring and retainer clip off, put it on the new one. Take this clip off, we'll just use a screwdriver. Just pop right off like that. And the spring just slides right down the shaft. A couple of tabs in there that hold it in place, so you have to pry it out like that, but it comes off pretty easy. We'll reinstall this on the new one. Push that over those tabs, and we'll reinstall our little retainer clip. Clips right on. All right. Once that's replaced, we can slide this right back in. Might actually put a little bit of oil on the seal just to make sure that we don't wreck it. We've got a quart of gear oil here for some of the later parts of the video, so we'll just squirt a little bit of that on there just to kind of lube it up. All right, slide that right through just like so. All right, and just like that, your shifter shaft should be good to go. We're going to try something out I've never done before here. Actually seen this on another YouTube video. Pulling a seal without splitting the motor. So I believe what he did was screw just a regular screw into the seal. Like so. You just want to be careful not to damage your bearing underneath. Oop, I got movement. The seal has come out. There she be. Wow. Hope we didn't wreck anything. Wipe out some of this oil that's in here. You can see a little better. So after digging into the clutch side, we realized the clutch was shot, and also the push rod for the clutch was also bad. So we have some new parts for that coming in the mail. We'll finish up that side of the motor in our next video. We're actually going to get into this side. We're going to remove the flywheel, remove the stator. We're going to put in new seals on this side of the motor. And then we're actually going to do a 4-degree timing advance on the stator, which we will show later in the video. So here's my new flywheel puller tool. Ordered this off of Amazon. It was very cheap. I think it was $10 or so. So this actually does 2 different sizes of flywheels. Pretty easy to use. You just thread the bottom part in to the flywheel. It's a reverse thread, and then once that's threaded all the way in, you can thread that push rod in the top, and it will actually pop the flywheel right off. And now that we got the flywheel off, we'll pull that stator out, and then we will replace the crank seal under it, and then we'll go ahead and replace the seal for the sprocket shaft and the seal for the clutch on top of the motor. And then there's one seal on the left case cover for the Kickstarter. We're going to replace that also. So right here we're actually going to retry the screw method to pull out the seal. It actually winds up working a lot better this time. This side of the motor, the seal has a metal ring inside of it, so something for the screws to bite into. It actually pulls right out after we get the screws screwed into it. Gonna throw in some lithium based grease inside of the seals. The manual calls for grease in both crank seals like this, so we're just gonna do that and then put the seal in. After we get the seal in, we'll go ahead and throw in the sprocket seal, the clutch seal, and the Kickstarter seal. So now that we got all the seals replaced in the motor, we're going to go ahead and do a 4-degree timing advance on the stator plate. So to do this, we're basically just rotating that stator plate 3 millimeters clockwise. You can do this by making a mark and just measuring 3 millimeters from that mark from your final destination. So basically, I'm just marking where I need to make the holes bigger right now. I'm going to drill those out with the drill bit, and we will throw the plate back in, make sure that we moved our 3 millimeters, and that will get us our 4-degree timing advance.
That needs to be right there.
And now that we got that timing plate drilled out and ready to go, we're just gonna try and seal this up. That gasket going into the case of the motor was a little bit beat up, so I was gonna put some silicone on there, and then we're going to actually use some of that red wire loom that I got to recover those wires because they're all exposed, make it look a little bit nicer. So I'll show you how I do that here in the next part of the video.
Right. Put these back in. Shoot, I should Loctite these. Right. Holy crap. So dang hard to see. Well, that's off.
Alright, now we're just gonna wrap this video up by getting this flywheel put back on. Kind of a pain in the butt lining up that Woodruff key, but you just gotta be careful and take your time and it should slide on there. That's about all we're gonna be able to do for this video while we're waiting on some parts since we ran into some unexpected issues with the clutch and the push rod on the other side of the motor. I actually ordered a new flywheel holder and gear holder to make torquing the bolts holding on the gears and flywheels a little bit easier. That was a struggle in this video, so it'll be nice having the right tools for the job. But that'll about wrap up this video, and the next one we will hopefully be able to get the motor finished getting assembled. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you liked it. If you liked what you seen, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will hopefully be uploading the next video in the next week or two. Thanks.